This may be the nichest post I ever make, but hey, when you are down a rabbit hole, that happens sometimes. This is a message for Scientologists. I mean, I don't expect anybody else to understand. Stick around if you want to give it a shot, though. Let's talk about the tone scale. I grew up with these cute little fuzzy little creatures. They are giving you a number, and the number is an emotion. In Scientology, this tone scale is everything. It is how you predict people's behavior. It's even how you would pick your boss or your wife, your spouse, your husband. And the goal, of course, always is to be at the very top. Tone 40. That's what you're practicing when you are doing things like commanding ashtrays to stand up. Not exaggerating, that's a thing. While tone 40 is the very, very tippy top. And you know, this is very complicated. Growing up with this system things get worse and worse and worse. And then here you have body death at 0.0. But you'll notice the spiritual, like vibrational, emotional energy continues past body death. And one thing here right underneath me is controlling bodies at negative 1.5. Not to be confused with protecting bodies, owning bodies, needing bodies, worshipping bodies. And then after that, you go into being objects, and then you go into being nothing. And negative 40 is total failure. Like spiritual total failure. That's actually kind of the threat. If you are in Scientology or you're born into it like me, that's kind of where they say you'll end up. For me, I explain this area down here as the poltergeist zone. You know, cabinets opening and shutting, dolls blinking, crap like that. It's a downtone being, which is actually quite dangerous. Could be considered a demon, but we're getting off track here. Where's the hypocrisy, you say, Liz? Not the insanity, the hypocrisy. Okay, well, just remember that controlling bodies is below body death. Right, you see that. And then below failure, below shame, all the way down there is controlling bodies. But guess what? This 15-year-old kid who's training full-time, Monday through Friday, 40 hours a week at least, to do these indoctrination courses. I just really feel like I have to point these things out too. You see the name of the course, right? Indoc, that stands for indoctrination, guys. And it costs money. And if you want to put your 15-year-old kid in it full time, I guess you can do that. What will they learn? I don't know how to fully control a body. This child's right here, down here, a success story. You have to write something like this after every single thing you do in Scientology. You have to be like, yay, it's so great. Oh, my leader's so great. In fact, if you don't, you will have to go back and like do a bunch of stuff, find out what you didn't understand on the course, probably anyway, it's a whole thing. So he wrote up his success story. Here it is. And what did he learn? To fully control a body. Isn't that amazing? He's at Scientology's Flag doing professional trainings. Flag is the headquarters in Scientology, one of them in Clearwater, Florida. They own the whole city. Look it up. And he is learning to control a body. But wait, isn't that down here? So by their own standards, are they, I can't stop swearing about it because I'm really mad, sorry. And why am I mad? Well, I mean, again, I was expected to live and breathe and act and have consequences based on this chart as a child. When you do something good, they say you're uptone. When you do something bad, they say you're downtone. That's what they say Scientology does. It brings you uptone. But I'm really confused because if it brings you uptone, by your own standards, why are you teaching people to control bodies? Furthermore, what good does it do to tell an ashtray to stand up and sit down? That's part of the training too. Is this covered under the Religious Freedom Act? Or is making a kid do this or allowing a kid to do this indoctrination stuff? Is that what we just do that now? That's fine. Scientology as a human trafficking, child destroying, family destroying organization, I hereby say, you know what? You're 0.03. You're useless. Furthermore, I think you might be 0.01 because your numbers are shrinking except for these very few fanatical kids. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this, Scientology? What are you doing?